I just want to welcome everyone tonight, and a special welcome to Dr. Heerdt. I know it's tough to get out in the middle of the week, but I think you'll find it's well worth your while. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention a few words about Soul Riders and Friends for any of you who are not familiar with us. Soul Riders was started in 2007 by an incredible group of women who were participating in the 2-day Avon Walk for breast cancer. Since then, they've grown it to an organization that provides resources and emotional support for community members faced with illness. As a result of our fundraising efforts, Soul Riders is awarding grants to several programs at local nonprofit organizations, all of which address issues surrounding cancer, health, and awareness. Our fundraising also allows us to invite individuals like Dr. Alexandra Heerdt to discuss issues that are important to our community and offer these presentations free of charge. I'm very excited that Dr. Heerdt was able to find time in her very busy schedule to be here tonight to discuss breast cancer screening. Dr. Heerdt is a surgeon at Memorial Sloan Kettering, where she specializes in the diagnosis and surgical treatment of all forms of breast cancer, most particularly for women who are at increased risk. She's been involved in research to determine the most appropriate screening modalities for women with hereditary and familial breast cancer. There's currently a research fund at Sloan under her direction looking at quality of life issues following treatments. Dr. Heerdt completed the Jefferson Medical College Penn State Medical Student BS-MD program, a highly selective and accelerated course of study, and earned her Master's in Public Health degree from Columbia University School of Public Health. She did a residency at New York Hospital Cornell and was a research fellow in molecular oncogenesis at the Sloan Kettering Institute, challenging me. Dr. Heerdt's accomplishments are numerous. She's regularly included in the Best Doctors in New York issue of New York Magazine and has been named one of the best doctors in the United States. In 2009, I had the honor of celebrating with Dr. Heerdt as she received the American Cancer Society's Mother of the Year Award. Perhaps most impressive is the fact that despite all of her professional commitments and accomplishments, she can still find time to spend time with her husband and her 3 kids. Actually, a friend of mine who's here tonight, who's also at this awards luncheon, we were joking that we should have your daughter, Emma, introduce you. She spoke at the luncheon, and at 11 years old, was unbelievable. As impressive as Dr. Heerdt's credentials and professional accomplishments are, I don't think this alone is what makes her an exceptional doctor. I truly believe that she's the full package, a skilled surgeon and a special person who recognizes the physical as well as the emotional effects that accompany a diagnosis of breast cancer. I first met Dr. Heerdt a little over 10 years ago when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. 4 years later, I was diagnosed myself, and one of the first calls that I made was to Dr. Heerdt's office. There was no question in my mind after seeing the care that she gave my mom that she was the surgeon I wanted on my side as I started my battle. Anyone who's been diagnosed with cancer, or any illness for that matter, or who's seen a loved one go through it, knows that a diagnosis just turns your world upside down. For my husband and I, it all became a little more manageable when we knew that what we were dealing with and we had a plan, and that's what Dr. Heerdt gave us. She helped us to understand what we were fighting and provided us with all of our options. Not once were we rushed out of her office. She answered as many questions as we had, as many times as we asked them, as many times as was necessary until we understood what she was trying to explain to us. And she did this in a very comforting and reassuring manner. I also find it amazing that in all of the appointments that I have over the last 5 years, and there were a lot of them, she was always either on schedule or ahead of schedule, which is pretty impressive considering the number of people she must see during the day and the amount of time she spends with each one of them. I can never thank Dr. Heerdt enough for all that she's done for me and my family, and I know I'm not alone. A number of her other patients are here tonight, and I think that in and of itself is a testament to her. Over the last several years, I've received too many calls from women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and are looking for a referral. While it's very discouraging, I'm grateful that I have Dr. Heerdt's name to pass along to them. I know they couldn't be in more capable hands in every respect. A friend of mine, who was unfortunately one of the people who called me for Dr. Heerdt's contact information, recently referred to Dr. Heerdt as an angel from heaven, and I couldn't agree more. So with that, I hand it over to you.